Following in his father's footsteps, Seun Kuti, through his music, speaks out against the government for the people. Young Kuti, who started making music aged 9, is rapidly making a name for himself as an activist for change in Nigeria, calling for an end to government corruption and for ordinary citizens to stand up and fight for their rights. Most recently, he became the forefront of the Occupy Nigeria movement against the removal of oil subsidies in West Africa's biggest economy. But while he recognizes the similarities with his father, Seun says his commitment to rights is less about family loyalty and more about standing up for what he believes in.
It's not even a responsibility, I just feel it's a civic duty of every African, especially Africans, to try and practice their rights. Practice it. You have to make, because they won't give it to us, we have to take it. So that's what it is. For me, even if I wasn't Fela's child, I believe, and I understand what I understand about the world today, I think I'll still do what I'm doing right now.
Seun, along with older brother Femi Kuti, led one of the biggest rallies in Lagos, gaining vocal support from adoring fans in the crowd. Corrupt leadership and abuse of power, which have corroded Nigeria's politics since independence from Britain in 1960, are still present today, leading to angry popular clashes against these are fueling the latest violence and unrest in the country.
About the Nigerian democracy is it changes. Our enemies are not one, we cannot put a face to it. They come in hordes and they rob us in hordes and they leave and replace themselves with their friends. Even though they are still in the background, there's a new set of people every time doing the same old thing for the same set of people. They just interchange, So we cannot put a face like, oh, Mubarak is the enemy of Egypt. Ben Ali in Tunisia, Gaddafi. No, in Nigeria, their names, you call this person, taking out one person does not change anything.
The recent volcano of public rage has erupted at the same time that a spate of bombings and shootings by a shadowy Islamic sect is threatening to fracture the country's sensitive north-south Muslim-Christian divide. This religious fault line has caused sectarian conflict, claiming thousands of lives in the past.
Change is now. The change is the fact that now we are all interested. We want to get organized. Revolution is 2015, where we'll use our democratic power to put the kind of government that we want in place. And we will not fall for people that want to tell us they want to build highway to the moon, that they want to build a seaport in Jupiter to transport resources to the sun.
Seun added that Nigeria should use the coming elections in 2015 to exercise their democratic rights. Some are now asking whether this dynamic but troubled country of 160 million, carved by colonial rulers out of a jigsaw of ethnic and religious groups, can still hold together or risks plunging again into all-out conflict and even breakup.